Welcome to Kung Fu Music Lessons. Hello everyone, and welcome to lesson number 3 of the Yellow Strap Studies. In this lesson we're going to be switching chords, and I'm going to show you precise techniques that you can use to learn to be lightning fast when you're switching chords and make it very easy for you. Get your guitar, get in tune, and let's begin. Let's go ahead now and check out basic techniques for switching chords. First thing you want to do when you're switching chords is visualize the entire shape of the chord before you move to any chord that you're going to move to. So you want to visualize the entire shape. Right now I'm playing a D major chord, but I want to go ahead and shift it to an E minor chord. So I'm going to go ahead now and visualize the shape of E minor in my mind. Then I'm going to move my fingers into the whole shape of E minor. Watch this. You see that? I move them into the whole shape at once. So don't move one finger at a time like this. Rather, visualize the whole shape. Move all fingers necessary at the same exact moment into the same shape as if they are only one finger. It's like one shape. Then put them in place. And after you've put them in place, then you apply pressure. So no pressure until they're there. Now I'll squeeze tight. Play my chord. Another part of this is you want to make the smallest movement possible. So I'm going to go ahead and shift back to a D major. I want you to do this with me. So the smallest movement possible in this case would mean that we don't even lift our fingers away from the fretboard. The smallest movement possible, we would just drag our fingers across the strings like this. And that is the smallest movement possible. You see that? So small that I didn't even take my fingers off of the strings. I'm sliding them on the strings into place. So visualize the whole shape. We're going to visualize D major. We're going to move all fingers at once, not one at a time, but all at once into that shape. We're going to do it using the smallest movement possible. So ready? Visualize the shape of D major in your mind. You see it? Now, let's shift. Smallest movement, deadly slow, extremely slow. Just dragging fingers on the strings, moving all the fingers into place at once. Now that they're in place, then we're going to squeeze tight and then play. Great job. Let's shift back to E minor again. So relax the hand, visualize E minor. We're going to use the smallest movement possible. Slowly slide the fingers into the shape across the strings. They'll arrive at the exact same time. Each finger will arrive at the same time. And then when you're there, apply pressure, squeeze tight, and then strum. Great. Now let's go ahead and try a few different chords. All right? So right now, I'm going to go ahead and play an A minor here, from here. Okay? So A minor is a very similar shape, and it's a very easy transition. So I'm going to visualize A minor in my mind. It's almost exactly the same. We just add the first finger. And we just move these two down. But again, we don't want to take our fingers off and move one at a time like this. This is going to slow you way down. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to release the tension here. I'm going to slowly just drag these both down to the next string set. You can almost not even notice. And then I'm going to add the first finger there. Now everything's there. Now I'll apply pressure and strum. Okay? So from here, let's go ahead and go to a C major chord. This is a great lesson in leaving some of the fingers. So if you ever have an opportunity to leave fingers, like if two chords use some of the same frets, and you can leave a finger, leave it without taking them off of the fretboard. So check this out. This is A minor. C major is very similar. The only difference is this finger here, the third finger, moves to the third fret of the fifth string. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to very slowly just drag this finger across. I'm going to release, actually first release pressure, Now slowly drag this finger across into place. And then also we want to use good technique and have each finger just behind the frets, right? Not in the middle of the frets, but just behind. So now that I'm here, I will then apply pressure, squeeze tight, and play. And I didn't even have to lift these two fingers. Isn't that great? So let's go ahead and move back. So we're going to release pressure. And I'm just going to simply drag this finger, shifting my fingers a little bit, back into place. Now I got them set, I'm going to then apply pressure and play the chord. Alright guys, so there are some basic techniques you want to apply to switching chords. If you can leave any fingers, do it. Smallest movement possible, relax the hands, visualize the whole shape before you move it. Move all fingers at once into place, not one at a time, and just keep the fingers gliding across the fretboard. All right, so again, practice this for a few minutes. You know, if you just go deadly slow and focus on your technique, then when you go and try to play, your hands will just work. And if you're ever having any trouble switching chords, just do this method. Take a few minutes to just practice back and forth, deadly slow, one at a time, and then go ahead and play. All right? So that's it. Thanks so much for watching this video lesson. Again, to get the full curriculum, to study the yellow strap studies, please email me at KungFuMusicLessons@gmail.com and I can send you something. And that's it. So have fun switching chords, learning this technique, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.